The Nkabinde Enquiry into the fitness of the suspended South Gauteng Director of Public Prosecutions, Advocate Andrew Chauke, to hold office is set to resume in Pretoria today, with uncertainty over whether outgoing National Director of Public Prosecutions, Advocate Shamila Batohi, will return to the witness stand. For more on this now, we take you to SABC News reporter Ofentse Setiomo, who's in Pretoria for us this hour. So what developments should we expect to come out of the inquiry today, Ofentse?
Good morning to you. As you rightfully mentioned, there is a lot of uncertainty actually, surrounding today's proceedings. As you mentioned, that you can remember that when the proceedings ended in December last year, Advocate Shamila Batohi requested to actually get legal counsel before she could proceed with testifying at this inquiry. But as things stand, we saw a statement from the NPA which says that apparently she has not received that legal counsel and she might come to the inquiry but end up not actually saying anything. But this is all preempting a situation that no one knows how it's actually going to unfold. And we know that following her walk out on the last day of the inquiry, Defense Counsel Advocate Nkabinde Enquiry had requested that most of her testimony be scrapped, as he felt that she could not stand to be questioned, but she just wanted to just lay the statement and for proceedings to investigate Advocate Chauke's fitness to hold office. But things really changed and took a turn when they started to interrogate how she handled matters. As you can remember, the Cato Mena unit and Major General Johan Boysen's racketeering charges which were actually dropped. When she was interrogated, she mentioned that she had installed a panel of advisors who actually advised her to drop the charges because they were saying that, there wasn't sufficient evidence. But when she was probed further, she conceded that she actually did not read any of the dockets that involved that particular case, and that was a bit of a predicament, as she was more pressed when they were saying that when dealing with a racketeering charge, it is actually at the discretion of the National Director of Public Prosecution to make a decision as to whether they proceed with that particular charge or not to proceed with that. Also, in the Richard Mdluli case, we know that there was an issue with the way that suspended South Gauteng Director of Prosecutions actually dealt with the matter, with Shamila Batohi actually saying that, him sending this particular matter to an inquest instead of being dealt with in the courts to ensure that there would be criminal prosecutions at the end was some sort of a red flag. But as things stand, we know that, we're going to hear as to whether what is her justification, as she said that she wanted to go back to some of the Director of Prosecutions who were dealing with this to find out as to whether they actually did the right thing or not. But we will definitely hear when the matter proceeds as to whether she will take the stand or not. But as things stand, it's quite uncertain as to whether they will proceed with her on the stand.
All right, that's reporter Ofentse Setiomo in Pretoria for us, where the Nkabinde Enquiry into Advocate Andrew Chauke's fitness to hold office resumes today. Keeping an eye on that. Thanks so much for that update.